YouTube, what's going on? YouTube, what's going on? What is happening, man? Of course, you got one more time, DEDRICKHJR, and I'm back with another fragrance video. All right, so we are back with another top 10 list. All right, today we're doing my top 10 niche fragrances for the winter 2023 season. All right, so again, this was the first year I kind of broke up everything. I usually do one list all together, but I broke up designer, Middle Eastern, and niche, and we're not done. We have more winter 2023 fragrances, affordable scents, my overall top 10. Those things are coming down the line, but the videos are out. You see your favorite reviewers, and maybe I'm one of them, and here are mine. All right, so top 10 niche fragrances for winter 2023. But before we get started, Smell Good family, hopefully everyone is well, doing great, doing fantastic, positive energy and positive vibes. Y'all know how we rock here on this channel. All right, so let's go ahead and get into it. Up first, from the house of Ormond Jane, we have Arabesque. Arabesque, man. When I got this the first time I smelled it, oh my God, I was so blown away. This is a beautiful rose oud style of a fragrance, man. The rose in here comes off sweet and fresh. There's a spice to it. The oud in here works really well with the rose combination, which is a great combo, rose and oud, but they did a real good job. It has a sense of freshness to it in the opening, but in the winter time, it gets darker. The patchouli presence in here, along with the oud, makes it more darker, more richer, a bolder base to it as well. So this is perfect. If you're into rose or rose oud combinations, look into this one, man. Ormond Jane did their thing with this for sure. I have a discount code in my description if you want to save a couple of dollars while trying to grab this fragrance. Again, from the house of Ormond Jane, we have Arabesque. Just really surprised, oh, not in focus. Just really surprised by this fragrance for sure. It's really good stuff, all right? Up next, I was blown away from the first time I smelled it. I wore the decant a few weeks later, a month later, and it took my breath away again, and I had to add this to my collection. From the house of Argos, this is gonna be perfect for the colder weather. We have Basio Mortel. Basio Mortel, good Lord. This raspberry citrus combo mixed in with this nice, soft, pleasant, and attractive leather with this fragrance, man. I'm just so blown away how good it is. And I know Trifle Bacchus get all of the love, and rightfully so, but this is right there at the top for me. Challenging Trifle Bacchus in my opinion. As I spend more time with this and I wear this, that raspberry and leather combo is just so effective, man. It's so effective. And if you're into leather fragrances, I suggest or recommend you get your nose on this. Get you a sample. If you're about it, get a full bottle. That's up to you. But this is going to be great and excellent for the colder weather. From the house of Argos, we have Basio Mortel. This stuff is fire, man. It's fire. The detail and the packaging, all that, fantastic. All right, up next, man, I've been crushing on this one since I got it. From the house of Nichane, we have Fan Your Flames. Good God. Good Lord, fan your flames, man. Rum, tobacco, coconut, such a unique blend of so many different, tonka beans, cedar wood, unique blend of so many great notes. And this is a masterpiece for the cold weather, the winter time. Even though the coconut provides this weirdly cold tropical type of vibe, and down here in Jacksonville, if you're from the South, you probably can wrap your head around what I'm trying to say here, but that coconut adds that tropical feel and a touch of freshness, man. But the rum and the cedar wood and the tonka bean really take over and darken this fragrance up. Incredible depth and a great base to the fragrance. It's elite, perfect for the cold weather. I love this stuff, my favorite from the house of Nichane, and I love a lot from Nichane. But for the wintertime, yes sir, Fan Your Flames. Oh yeah, this stuff is awesome for sure. Up next, for all my gourmand lovers, all right, and this is definitely a unisex situation here as well, but this is a beautiful cherry praline style of a fragrance. From the house of State of Mind, we have Spontaneous Generosity. Now, I've spoken on this fragrance over the past couple of weeks, man, and this stuff is elite. God, it's such a rich cherry, a rich praline, definitely sweet. Has a slight spice to it. The base of this thing really remains gourmand as it starts to go through the mid and throughout the dry down, but unisex for sure. Ladies can wear this, fellas, you can wear this. You really will come off really tasty like wearing this style of a scent, man, and this stuff is awesome for sure, man. So unisex, no doubt. Really, really, really good cherry fragrance. Not your normal cherry. It don't come off cough drop-ish or cough syrupy. No. With the blend of the praline and that tart sweet cherry note, it's really, really good for sure. You can get this over at So Avant-Garde. Use my code in the description box. Save you some money. I believe there's samples as well. If you're in the gourmand, this is for you. From the house of Spontaneous. From the house of State of Mind, we have Spontaneous Generosity. Love the bottle. Love it. It's really, really good stuff for sure. All right, up next, top 5. I just got a couple months ago in this top 5 from the house of Virtus. Y'all know what it is. Vanille Oud. My God. Whoever created this fragrance, the team, whoever was working that day, whatever was going on in the lab, they was on one. God, they were on one. Oud, that's very attractive, nothing to be scared of. You get a lot of sweetness in here, almost a burnt vanilla caramel sweetness accompanying the oud. There's a slight spice, so many different stages to this fragrance for sure. The beginning, the mid, and the dry down. The opening, the mid, and the dry down. It just works, y'all, and it's a great performer. I couldn't believe how great this was when I smelled it for the very first time. And I'm so happy to have a full bottle for the winter time. This is a absolute yes from the house of Virtus, Vanille Oud. It had to make the top 10, right? As much as I talk about it, it had. If we can get that in focus, my camera does not want to focus. Come on. All right, Virtus Vanille Oud. All right, man. Next up, we talking about a beast. We talking about a stone cold beast, and it acts like one. From the house of Amouage, we have Inlude Black Iris. Good God. The blue beast. God. 2 sprays, that's all you need. I usually go 2 behind the ear and we're done for the day. And I do one on my chest underneath my clothing. I don't spray my clothing with this one because it ain't ever coming off. This stuff is ridiculous and fantastic. Now, all my iris lovers out there, this is a fresher iris, a spicier take on iris. You do get ouds and leathers and different facets to this beautiful, dark, strong fragrance, manly fragrance for sure. But the iris in here is not it's not makeup baggy sweet. So don't go in thinking that. There's a different take to this. This is a situational fragrance for myself, only for the winter. Only for the winter. If I'm moving out and about in the cooler weather, this stuff is fantastic. You'll smell different, you'll smell unique. This is powerful, and the name Blue Beast fits it for sure, but definitely on this list. From the house of Amouage, we have Inlude Black Iris. Goodness gracious of life. I don't know what's up with my camera today. It just, there we go. There we go. When y'all see me doing this, I'm trying to catch the the focus spot. All right. Up next, my number 1 pound for pound fragrance from the house of Parfums de Marly. We have Pegasus Exclusive. Pegasus Exclusive is a fantastic fragrance, and I love it dearly. The almond in here is so beautiful, so creamy, so smooth, accompanied by some oud, some vanilla. It's just a beautiful scent, man. A scent for a king. That's what this is for. That almond is done so well. The oud added into the exclusive edition is a great compliment. It's not scary oud. It's not going to send you running on your way. This stuff is awesome, man. And I thoroughly enjoy it. Number 1 out of the house of Parfums de Marly for me. We have Pegasus Exclusive. Perfect for the cold air for sure. Looking forward to it. All right, up next from the house of Crown Royal. God, what an amazing amber fragrance this is. We have Noir, I believe is the pronunciation. Noir, N-O-O-R. Got this for a steal on FragranceNet earlier this year. Shout out to my guy Twilly. Get that in the air real quick. Beautiful amber, citruses, tobacco. There's a slight oud in it. Some florals, just so beautiful. And the amber just starts off like it's hovering up. It's hovering up and it just raises its game. Raises its game as this stuff continues to develop. Only need a couple sprays, excellent performer. And as the amber starts to settle down, like a vanilla sweetness accompanies the amber in this fragrance, man. And it's kind of like the amber dries down into a more sweeter touch of vanilla with all those different spices and sweetness notes that are in this fragrance. The tobacco is very, very nice and complimentary in here. Really good stuff. Great for a date night, evening out. Awesome. Shout out Twilly for looking out for sure. And I got this for a steal. Can't get it for what I got it for anymore, because whoever was working FragranceNet that day, they was having a hard day probably, and they mispriced some stuff heavily. And I got this for 60 bucks. 60 bucks, that's what I got it for. From the house of Crown Royal, we have Noir. This stuff is outstanding. If you love amber, you'll love this, all right? 2 more left to discuss. And this is a mighty, mighty beast of a fragrance here. I love this stuff. I only can wear it and only will wear it if I'm outside. I'm outside just moving around and it's really cold. And here in Jacksonville, we get those days from time to time, and I can't wait. From the house of Zaharoff, we have Signature Leather Tobacco. Goodness gracious. The most well done leather fragrance that you'll probably ever come across. And I'm talking about leather. It's a host of notes in this fragrance. I love the bottle, the black top. I love everything about this. Manly and masculine for sure. This is not for everybody. This is not for the weak. It's not, all right? This stuff is meant for the cold air to mingle with. This and cold air were meant to mingle with each other. George and his team did a fantastic job creating this. Everything about it is sensational. A great leather fragrance that's not for everybody. Get a sample. I would not blind buy this unless you're feeling froggy, then go ahead and do so. But this is winter time only. Cold brick weather only for sure. From the house of Zaharoff, we have Signature Leather Tobacco. I love this stuff. I'm so glad to be able to have a bottle of this. All right, and last but not least, another favorite of mine for the cooler weather from the house of Parfums de Marly, we have Haben. Beautiful rose base fragrance. You get some rose in here. You get some caramel. I believe there's a apple. Yeah, apple representation in this fragrance as well. Some spices, but the rose in here is semi-sweet and fresh. Caramel in here is very sweet. So you definitely get this very sophisticated, sophisticated fragrance for a person who can really articulate themselves, a well-dresser, a great dresser, groomed really, really well. This is very classy, has a classy feel to my nose. And in the cold air, if you're really stepping out and you're wearing, let's say you're in your all black pea coat with a nice turtleneck or a nice button up, or or something just very, very spiffy, and you're kind of just moving around, but you want to keep that touch of elegance or that touch of semi flash that can come off even attractively sexy. Haben has it. It's not really talked about anymore. It's not, but I love this stuff, and in the wintertime it really shines in the cold air. Really shines for sure. I love this stuff. Once again, from the house of Parfums de Marly, we have Haben. We have Haben. All right, man. So that's it. Those are my top 10 fragrances for the winter. My top 10 niche fragrances for winter 2023. Some heavy hitters here. Heavy hitters, some newer fragrances to the collection made this list, and I'm excited, man, to really spend more time with these fragrances. All right, so hopefully you guys enjoyed today's video. Of course, let me know down below in the comments what are some of your niche favorites or your niche takes for winter 2023. I would love to know exactly what those are for sure. All right, so until next time, y'all be cool, be safe, take care of yourselves. Y'all know the drill, baby. Splack it up, splack it down, splack it that thing all around. And until next time, y'all know what it is, right? Remember, what you put out into this world, yes, you put it out, you're gonna get it back. Whatever you put out is exactly what you are going to get back. All right, y'all. Y'all be cool. And as always, splackle. Was that the worst? Let me know in the comments. Was that the worst one I ever did? Probably so.